Welcome all, this is Colo5, and this video is a tutorial on how to install the COD Modern Warfare 2009 and the bots mod and get that all set up. So there's a few people in the previous video, so this video I've got on screen, so a few people in the comments that were a bit unsure on how to kick this off, and so I'll give a bit of an explanation on at least what I've done to get this all working. So yeah, everything in the description here, these links, this is how you go to the root side of to get the most recent updates. To my feeling, this is not the most complex of installs, like particularly for mods. If you get into any of the Bethesda, so Skyrim and particularly the Fallout games, it gets really quite complex. So really just jump into any of the update notes and the readmes. Yes, particularly if this video is a bit dated, you're coming into quite a ways into the future. Follow these links, go to the root information. Don't take it from my word gospel. Just read the information, install to the correct points, because yeah, you don't want to fuck your game up or your computer. Cool, with that housekeeping out of the way, pretty much our end state will be to the points here. These shortcuts to the applications of Modern Warfare 2009 multiplayer, but also the COD launcher. So the X Labs launcher, this is their homepage of where you can get all their root information. We'll revisit this in a bit. But yeah, to end state, we want to kick this off. Here you have the X Labs launcher. You have each of the games depending on what you've installed, but our focus on this video will be for COD Modern Warfare 2009. Obviously, yeah, if you want to go down these routes, I won't make a specific install for these. I haven't found these perfect to my liking or interest, but yes, you can go through and play through all the permutations of this sort of this game. But yeah, my focus is on Modern Warfare 2009. With that out of the way, I'll get into my folder structure and how I've set up some of my files. This is not the perfect solution. Please, if you're following this, do something better than what I've done. At the moment, I've just thrown them into my large storage, my D drive, under games and under a COD folder. What I have set up here is a bit of a mess. It's got a few mods. So this is the bots mod. It's got FPS boost. It's got a map vote. Caveat to this, I haven't actually successfully put on multiple mods at the same time. I think I've only been able to put one mod in. You select that, you use it, and it seems to either lock out other mods. You can only, to my feeling, you can only select one at a time. I'm sure there's a way around this. I just haven't explored it yet, and I've just felt that I've tried to put on map vote and bots, and to me it just hasn't worked. Anyway, I'm sure there's something really simple, and please in the chat. Answer those questions yourselves, but jump into it. I pretty much have the full game. I'm pretty sure this is the Steam version game, and these are older versions I'm no longer using. I should just delete them. And I think this folders here is like the DLCs and crap. Obviously that says map DLCs and stuff. Again, do something cleaner. If it's old and outdated, delete the old stuff and keep the new. But this is my new current version. I think they made an update earlier in the year, and so this would be a bit. So I don't even know if I've got the most current version. Again, read the most current information and tutorials, walkthroughs, whatever, to get that information. So how did I get those files? So you'll go to the root websites here, and you pretty much download as just following through. Yep, donate to their patrons if you're using this stuff. Support these devs, they're doing excellent work. So download, I'm sure you can just download a zip file, unzip it, and install. I don't believe I still have the X Labs launcher here anymore. This is where I'm putting all of my work. Here's the exe, the xlabs exe. If it installs, let it install. I'm not going to run the whole install again, because I've already set it up. But that's as simple as that one is. And obviously, yeah, pick the different COD version that you want to get into. Here you have the options of either full game or full game with Steam. There's another video YouTuber, look it up. I can't remember who it is, but he put the comparisons between the Steam game and the full game. The full game gives you a whole lot more content with DLCs and stuff, and I think it's a bit cleaner, works a bit better. Anyway, obviously buy the game, put the money into the resource and all that sort of stuff. But really just follow through these points. I can't explain it as best as what these guys have done. But install the game, do the setup, and then you'll associate it with the X Labs launcher. Yeah, really, these steps are really quite self-explanatory. Oh, okay, so this might be part. If you don't have a bit downloader, sorry, a BitTorrent, you don't have to use. To my understanding, you don't have to use BitTorrent yourself. Just whatever can pass this, it can understand the torrent DLC. Sorry, the torrent download. Obviously, DLC, that's the downloadable content there. But anyway, you could just use that BitTorrent, download this game, and then uninstall that BitTorrent if you don't want to have anything to do with torrents. That's just an option. So from that point, you should at least have, you might not have these folders, but you might have a install exe for COD itself. So jump in, install the game, and then run xlabs. Yeah, so run xlabs, and by the instructions on this page here, you'll go to your settings, and then browse for where you've installed the root folders for the COD game that you're playing with. Yeah, for mine, as per my example, this is where I've located it. This is where the exe for my single player, and I believe that's the multiplayer. Yes, as by the pop-up. Come on, pop-up. Anyway, that's my multiplayer anyway. So wherever your root game is, and sorry, I should have made it pertinent before. Put it in your C drive or whatever your solid state is, particularly if you are going to be playing online or hosted matches or whatever. You're likely to get better response times and performance. Once you've got that set up, give it a test run. Try your single player, try your multiplayer. Ensure that works before you jump in to put the mods on, because obviously if you jump in, start throwing mods into it, and you get no response, then could it be your install or could it be a mod? So just ensure that it works vanilla. Yeah, so ensure that it works without any modifications to the game, and even if this interface, this xlabs doesn't work, go back to your game root files and then try and launch just from the exe. If for whatever reason the xlabs, just I guess you're troubleshooting, you're trying to identify where a potential issue is. If it launches correctly through the exe but doesn't launch through X, then it may be something to do with this X launcher here. Anyway, just giving you options. So just to recap what we've done, we've downloaded the xlabs launcher, and then we've downloaded the COD Modern Warfare 2 version, whether you've got the Steam version or the full game version. Cool. Now putting on to some mod support. So this here is general mod support, but even in their examples, they're putting bots. So I guess it's maybe assumed that people are going to be using bots for most of this. So this is just very, very brief page here. Just gives you an understanding of what you need to do first, where do you need to load your mods into, and then how to activate it within game and what it should look like. And I believe that this page, so this page is focused for COD Modern Warfare 2 2009, but you go into the other two drop downs here, and there's specific stuff on servers and other FAQs for each individual game. Obviously, with COD 2009, it was client peer-to-peer server, so there's still support for it. This page here, this is the bots, and it's still pretty damn up to date. May 6th, so it was updated this year. To download, obviously, the site doesn't look super inviting, but this, at the point of recording, this was accurate and giving out correct information, correct downloads. So pretty much, as I said, here's the couple of files that I have. As I said, FPS boost. I haven't really tested this a ton. I put this on my laptop, and if I put too many bots on, it chugs that, and I have to run it with a pretty low settings. But on my pretty decent PC, I can't remember if I actually installed this or not. I think the README doesn't give you a huge amount of information. It actually, I'd have to read through this again. Place the folder in the scripts folder. To me, that's not overly clear. I don't know what that's referring to. But maybe go back to the original page and look at their instructions. It might have a bit more information than that README is providing. Here is just, the unzipped bots folder. And here it says it even names this folder, which is a little bit confusing because then it also makes a mods folder for yourself. So in these instructions, it tells you to create a folder within your game files that's called mod. So this is that folder. So I've got mods, I've got bots, and that's just where I've thrown it. Just quickly read. Yeah, and it gives you an example there of how that structure is. Yeah, I think I had a little bit of confusion when it just says move these folders into the root folder. Anyway, minor thing, but it gives you examples of how to set this up. Yeah, and then it gives you instructions here if you are on a dedicated server as well. Look, I don't play with dedicated servers just at this point. I've just been either hosted locally. So obviously, yeah, that would be something I have to check out myself. But with that, you should be good to go. Once you're to the point of this is your game folder, this is your root folder with your exes. You've got your folder for your mods. You've thrown them in there. I'm guessing either as well. Maybe you could modify this if you really wanted to. I haven't gone to that stage at all. But once that's occurred, double check your settings within your launcher. Settings, yeah, that's still correct. I can kick off multiplayer. And then once you're in game, you got to go to the mods option here, and there's my bot. So this will be referring to that folder that we've thrown in. Got to launch. So that'll just pretty much restart the game. Mod here, bots, so that should be working there. And I guess if you were going to jump in with your friends and stuff, you can launch without mods. I think that'll unload what you've got. So if you want to turn it back to vanilla, or you want to try out different mods or whatever. So yeah, just to backtrack for that maps voting, it did pop up here once I had that installed. Obviously, from this video, I haven't put in those files back into the mods folder because yeah, I tried it once, thought it was a good idea, but then just had issues with it, and I just didn't feel like I needed to change it.
Team deathmatch.
So here I'll just give a bit of a demo of at least what I do to set up the bots in game. So as I sort of said, before you get into the stage, maybe if you got a potato computer or laptop, you maybe want to turn down the fidelity of the graphics. That helped out mine a ton. Turn off like VSync or whatever. At the moment, this version you're watching now is on max settings. So the other thing, I've changed a few buttons around. So I think 5 was the action or whatever button they specify that would be by vanilla. But if you've moved those around, for me, it's my 3 button now. Controls, maybe be actions. 3, so secondary inventory, that's what it's focused, that's what it's linked to. So whatever you set this, if you want to make it, X or P or 0 or whatever, that will activate your mods. I'll just try it here. So 3 or 0 or 0. So if I hit 0 now, that's what I've just hit. Anyways, that's what it's linked to. So more to say, if you modify all of your buttons and then don't know why 5 isn't working, it's not linked to anything. It's not linked to just your keyboard, it's linked to that secondary inventory. Anyway, prattle along on it. So, and again, using the tabs here, obviously it's not linked to your mouse. You use your side to side, so strafing button, so left, move right, to execute, like to jump in. So I'm using my E button, so that's my, oh, no I'm not, a space bar, my bad. Using my space bar to jump in, and then if you want to go back out of a menu, you got to press that menu initiation button. So at the moment I have set it to 0, so and you can close it out by hitting 0. So 0 again for me. Obviously default is 5 if you haven't touched any of your buttons. So I'll just, from here on, I'll just call default again. So 5 to open up, left, right, space bar to enter. I'm going to spawn one bot. That one bot's in the game. So 5 to back out of that. So just bringing up my menu, score menu, and you can see a bot's in there somewhere. So he's going to be running around and shooting me in a minute. Anyway, so 5 again. Yeah, spacebar to enter. So just look through some of these, trial them out yourselves. Alright, so in that previous video, I did talk about if you were going to stack a bunch of bots on one team or another. By default, when you come to this menu here and you've got change bot team, you've got a few options. So you can put all bots on your allies, and And allies and axes, that doesn't that's not relevant to you as the player character. That is relevant to what faction you're on. Whether I can't remember. So bottom left, you can see the sigil there, the that blue skull triangle, whatever. So this is like the American or the United, whatever this fucking genre story is telling. And then the Axis team is whatever the Red Force or whatever. Yeah, blue and Red Force. Let's just call it that. So Axis will be the Red Force and the Allies will be the Blue Force. So yeah, just you have a couple of tests, but if it doesn't make sense, it may become to that. Anyway, but what's easier to use the next increase and decrease bots is to go custom, and so increase bots on Axis team. So that will be focused onto the Red Force team. Right, so if I'm gonna increase to 6 bots on the Red Force team, and then I spawn in 11 bots, so that'll put 6 priority onto, sorry, increase. 6 is probably not a good number for that. We'll make it 11, so that's as many as bots as I have spawned in, so they'll all migrate across. And okay, yeah, the 9's the cap for some reason. Anyway, give you an example there, but custom is, I guess, more how you want to do that. Obviously, play around with some of these difficulty level and stuff like that. Change all, to me, makes the most amount of sense. Like you can tweak these individually, but I haven't found the need to. What settings? Yeah, so previous versions, there were more like more options on sort of aggression level, other traits, but these are pretty sort of hard. Can they move? Can't they move? Let's just tie that on. So you've got a bunch of NPCs that just they now can't move. Annoying setup. So obviously it's sorry, I haven't got a clear description of what those are, but they will use right shields far less, or they won't use them at all actually. I don't know what the only good setups are, but yeah, maybe it is in the description. Obviously, yeah, care packages, objective, camp. So yeah, with us at the moment, we've got 9 bots on, and they should all be immobile. Should just be standing somewhere. Again, if you're looking through getting some of the challenges, and they're particularly difficult, like getting multi-kills and stuff like that. So I don't think I left on he can knife. Will he still knife? Can knife. Yep, sweet. Yeah, as I said, yeah, if you're doing multi-kills or whatever, yeah, there might be some specific kill that you want to get that, yeah, so you can change the bots to do stuff like that. Oh, I will make mention, I forgot to say that the chat, you used to be able to turn on chat on and off, but now it doesn't give you that option. Sometimes I would like to turn it off. It's just a little bit annoying. Sometimes they do say some funny things. So I was in the middle of my close-up discussion here, but I've just remembered that they put some of the console commands here, and this is relative to each game. I think they do have a breakdown, or one of the menus at least. Oh, no, up the top here. So you do have the different CODs split up to how within PC you can modify this. And I have just remembered that in the single player, you can add some of these, and timescale particularly, I fucking love that. And actually, there was another one that kind of ruined the game a little bit for me. There's a no clip. There's a no count of consume ammunition. I don't know what it was. But anyway, you pretty much could use a rocket launcher and just spam rockets out, and it's super fun. You could take down all the vehicles. Anyway, but you can have a lot more play, and definitely the time scale made you feel like you could just land every sniper shot and just sort of craft your own sort of movie moments. It'd be so awesome if you could record and then play back at normal speed, because you just carve through. Anyway. Yeah, so you can use some of these console commands to just like relive and replay through, and even the single player, but also the Spec Ops missions. And here I will sort of say as well, like if you want to jump into Discord and play through some of those, get them complete, then give us a yell, hit me up. We'll get on Discord and have a session. Definitely within the multiplayer and the bots. So I would like to trial this and kick it off. So yeah, that'll close out this video. So again, this is a very, very rough tutorial on how to get that stuff together, but really this video will age and these mods will likely still continue to update. So if anything, you should jump into this page here, and all the resources are readily available, and definitely in the socials, jump into the Discord. I'm sure there's a bunch of focused devs that will provide targeted specific information. Get it from the source there, not from me. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Colo5. Take care. Bye.